Alright, so here's my team. Since the last time we played Pathfinder, I did go to town, rested up, buffed up, because that takes like, 3-4 minutes. I didn't think anybody wanted to see that. So now what we need to do is head back to the upper city, I believe. So we're going to run over here. Now, one very annoying thing about the city is it changes depending on the camera angle you're looking at it. It's like right here, there's nothing. How do I get it to... What's the angle? There. So there's a lot of changes that happen based on how you look at things here in the Abyss. Alright, so let's get everybody up here, up this ramp. Alright, and I think I need to go through this one.
I know the way.
Go through this portal. Mug, I realized recently that the menu screen is probably Aurela, or her name is spelled watching you. The menu screen? I think it's, yeah, you're right. It is Aurela. She's also on the Steam page for the game.
Follow my lead.
Okay, so we're going to go back up to the upper city here. And that's where we were last time. Again, I left the upper city to rest and buff up and stuff like that. So we are about to head back there. That's Nocticulus, the goddess of seduction and assassins. I'm pretty sure that her religion would actually do very well in the real world. Okay, so where did we leave off? Portal down, portal up. The palace, something. I think down. Oh my gosh, it's sideways right now. Oh, okay, yeah, there was something down here, and I haven't yet gone in there yet. All right, I need to get this to move. How do I do that? Okay, there we go. Trippy.
That is not far.
Alright. Okay, I've not been in here yet. Tapping that quick save. Into the Rapture of Rupture. You are surrounded by the sound of a melodious voice that seems to be coming from the stone pillars all around you. Greetings, esteemed guest. Are you here to seek the hospitality of the illustrious Lady Valexia, or are you here on other business? What are you? I am both the gate and the gatekeeper. My responsibilities include greeting guests, ascertaining the purpose of their visit, and deciding whether to allow them entry to the manor. I seek Lady Valexia's patronage and would like to enter. Welcome to the Rapture of Rupture, esteemed sir. Lady Valexia will be notified of your arrival right away. That's how I read it. You could tell in the font, the voice. Crusader, your presence here is unexpected. I would like to discuss the reasons for... Oh, it's Jerabeth. That's the demon I let get away from me in Normie Land. What's up, Jerabeth? You hear Jerabeth's voice in your mind. She sounds friendly, though slightly wary, so we meet again in the Rapture of Rupture. I cannot help but wonder by what whimsy of fate have our paths crossed again. Why are you in Alushanra, and more importantly, why are you here? What brings you to the manor where I have taken refuge? I want Valexia's patronage. That is a wise course of action. Valexia is one of the most powerful patrons you could have in Alushanra. However, she's also one of the most dangerous creatures you will meet in the city. Don't let your guard down, not even for a second. Don't let her refined manners and civilized demeanor fool you. That's just a mask, a momentary whim. Valexia's true nature is well known in the Abyss and is far less restrained, and much more violent. Right now, she is tired of fury and conquest, but that could change at any moment. Beware of her boredom, and do not let her lose interest in you. Alright, I'm going. Of course, don't let... we don't want to keep Valexia waiting. She hates feeling neglected. And here's Valexia. The demon that comes to greet you has blonde hair and is wearing a modest but elegant dress. She seems surprisingly friendly. Her soft voice and impeccable manners seem out of place in a city where extreme passions and boundless indulgence prevail over temperance and moderation. A new guest has arrived. How exciting. A new arrival. How exciting. A mortal from Galarian, if my eyes do not deceive me. What brings you to my manor? This is all very intriguing. Valexia. Alright, so this is our invisible angel friend. Valexia. We have clashed in battle many times. Her claws were always stained with the blood of those she killed on the battlefield. Now she looks different, but I am certain her true nature remains unchanged. She is violent and dangerous. You must be on your guard, champion. Valexia greets Arushale with a cordial nod. Sweetheart, you should have told me sooner you were coming. I would have organized a reception to celebrate your return. I must confess, I rather missed having you around, but all is forgiven. I hope that I can count on you among my regular guests once more. Arushale forces a smile. Thank you for your hospitality, Valexia, but I doubt you'll find me very interesting. Things have changed since my last visit. I'm a different person now. Arushale leans toward you and whispers, I have to warn you, Valexia is much more dangerous than she looks. She knows how to be amicable, but it's only a pretense. Her friendly demeanor is as fake as everything else in this city. If you look behind the mask, you will see someone who is old, cruel, and utterly insane. Someone who adores random acts of senseless violence. Trust me, I used to know her in my past life. Oh gosh, should we be really haughty here? I am the commander of the Crusades of Galarian. I'm a famous warrior known for my amazing powers. I seek the honor of your attention and the pleasure of your inestimable company. Valexia answers politely, but without much enthusiasm. Known for your amazing powers. Here in the Abyss, you'll need more than power and influence to impress others. Your special abilities will hardly give you the same status as they did in your homeworld. The demons will not see you as worthy of glory and respect until you demonstrate what makes you unique. However, you've managed to pique my interest, and I would be glad to make your acquaintance. There is no need to bother with titles. You can simply call me Valexia, and you are? Don't put your trust in her words, champion. Valexia's temper is like the winds that blow across Ishtar. It changes constantly. It bodes poorly for us no matter which direction it turns. You must watch her as vigilantly as a skilled sailor watches the horizon. You can call me Mukluk. Mukluk. She rolls her name slowly across her tongue as if tasting the way it sounds. Oh my. What an unusual name. Certainly not in keeping with the spirit of the Abyss, but I like it. You know, Mukluk, I have a proposal for you. Let's pick a place that has a nice and romantic and go on an innocent little date together. It'll be a chance for us to get to know one another. What? How about the Battle Bliss? It offers simple-spirited entertainment, and it will be a good place for us to talk undisturbed. No one will notice us because they will be busy watching the fights in the pit. We can have a nice... I've been looking for that place, and I have not been able to find the freaking... I want to go fight in this Coliseum, but I haven't been able to find the freaking thing. We can have a nice conversation, learn more about each other, be waiting for you in the arena. I hope you'll accept my invitation. I'll be very disappointed if you deny me the pleasure of your company. Who does she think we are? A circus troupe hired to entertain guests at a ball? The effrontery. Call me old-fashioned, but I think we should go back to the traditional kill-on-sight method of dealing with demons. Well, I'm kind of surrounded right now, Dayran. Alright. I'm going. She smiles warmly as she bids you farewell. Please don't stay away too long. Come back soon. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go play Smash Bros.
I'll go ahead.
She's like, you ready to smash? I'm like, yeah, I brought my controller. I don't know where the arena is. It's in Lower City. Thank you, Mets. There was... I've talked to 2 people about becoming, like getting a patron. Or getting patronage. I can't remember what that other one wanted. So she wants me to go to the arena. Here's another one to go to the arena. I mean, I guess I'm going to the arena. I can't remember what the last lady I talked to wanted. It's a stadium building, but the entrance is covered. You have to rotate it. Ah, one of those. The old rotating building. Gets them every time. There's a new Smash-esque Nickelodeon game with SpongeBob, Avatar, Reptar, and more. Yeah, I saw Jaden Animations on YouTube was talking about some charity thing that she was doing where she plays that. She wanted to play Cat Dog. Alright, where is Lower City? It's over there. How do I get over there? There's a portal down there. How do I get to that portal? Maybe this one?
That is not far.
Please? Yes. Great. Okay, so now I gotta rotate till this comes back up. There we go. Or we're sinking down. It's hard to say which one's happening. Okay. And that's Lower City. Great, okay. Pretty sure when I hit that collect all button, it's not actually doing it because that loot is bugged. But we're trying. Alright. So probably this thing up here is the stadium. I've come up here before, but I didn't realize the building could turn. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I've been here. Didn't realize you could do this. The whole changing architecture thing was really neat when I first saw it, and now I'm tired of it. For your date, Valexia has exchanged her previous dress for an equally elegant outfit. The blood-red hue of her new gown seems particularly fitting, considering the activities of the arena. There you are, Mukluk. Let's hurry to the box reserved for distinguished guests. I'm determined not to let you enjoy the spectacle from any other seats. Does it bother you that my companions have accompanied us? The demon glances indifferently at your companions and shrugs. Why should I feel uncomfortable? They're just servants. If you've trained them well, they won't interrupt our conversation. But enough about them. Look, the fight's about to start. Yo, Darren is gonna love that comment. I expected the little dude to get splattered in one blow. Oh, yeah, okay, he needed that blood. A fierce battle unfolds in the arena. The bloody freak surges forward, launching into a brutal attack against Atselm. Atselm desperately tries to resist the onslaught, but the bloody freak is relentless. He strikes one furious blow after another, showing no signs of exhaustion or fatigue as he bears down on his opponent. Atselm attempts to fight back against her enemy with quick, sudden attacks, but fails to find an opening. Her movements begin to slow, and her footsteps leave behind a crimson trail of blood. Valexia observes you closely. Her eyes sparkle with lively curiosity, and you are forced to turn your attention away from the fight as she asks, "Slavery is the cornerstone of our life in the Abyss, and gladiator fights are a popular source of entertainment. How are such shows perceived in your homeland of Galarian? What's your view on slavery?" Different lands and different so here's the thing. I don't want to stray too far from my neutral evil path because of my lich powers, but I don't like the evil response. So I'm going to say different lands and different nations have different customs. It would be difficult to speak for all of them on this matter. She looks at you with interest. Her curiosity has clearly been aroused. Indeed, I've heard that there are many different cultures on Galarian and that all of them have contradicting customs and traditions. I imagine that numerous clashes between these cultures are quite dramatic and provide an endless source of fascination for those who study them. That's a lot of stabs. With a victorious growl, the bloody freak hurls himself recklessly at his rival, who appears to be exhausted from her wounds. However, Atselm was merely feigning weakness. She dodges at the last moment and strikes a resounding blow. Blood gushes from the demon's wound, and his growl of rage gives way to a howl of desperation. Valexia glances disinterestedly at the arena and then returns her attention to you. She's clearly more interested in conversation than in watching the fight. Nevertheless, even Galarians who are not enslaved are often forced to fight by those in authority. Yet, they still charge into battle with as much zeal as those two gladiators down in the arena. So tell me, what gives them the motivation to fight? What do they hope to achieve? I actually like this evil option. Everyone fights for their own interests, they just pretend otherwise. The demon nods her emphatic approval. I am so happy that you do not practice the foolish self-deception that is so popular among mortals. Indeed, everyone fights for themselves. It is so nice to make the acquaintance of such a shrewd and insightful individual. Oh my god. Adselm, no longer putting up a pretense of weakness, advances against the bloody freak, dealing him several painful blows. She strikes with precision, drawing blood and never delivering a fatal blow. The audience goes wild as Adselm toys with her opponent and the smell of blood hangs heavy in the air. There's no doubt that the merciless symphony of violence being played out in the arena will soon reach its deadly crescendo. I don't know what Adselm is. I see antlers. I don't know if that's just a crown with antlers on it, or if they have antlers. Uh-oh. But the bloody freak isn't finished. He lets out a monstrous, bloodthirsty howl. It reverberates around the arena as he channels his powerful rage into one last brutal attack. He strikes as swift as lightning, and Adselm's flurry of blows is brought to a sudden halt. She sways slightly, then doubles over as if embracing the blade that was just plunged through her body. Then, with another primal roar, the demon cuts her down, dispatching his weakened opponent with one powerful strike. About to hit 80 in Guild Wars 2 for the first time. Will it force me to go through the hot area before POF? No, it does not force you. You can choose which story to start. Valexia watches Adselm closely. She muses thoughtfully. But every warrior will meet their death eventually. How do Galarians face the end of their life? Are they scared of death? Do they despise it? Or do they welcome it as a friend? So my character is close to becoming a lich. So I feel like this actually is good roleplay for my guy. If you die, it just means you were too stupid and lazy to avoid your own demise. She laughs delightedly. Such a funny, witty phrase. So simple yet so thought-provoking. I will remember that. Dude, this Attack on Titan, anyone? He's got like no skin. The screams and howls of the crowd are deafening. The bloody freak, oblivious to his numerous wounds, basks in the admiration of the audience. The arena master's voice rings out across the battle bliss. All hail the winner, hail the bloody freak. Oh, he's not a... Oh, Hepzamyra. That was like another... Okay, so I saw this demon lady buying slaves in the market. After she left, I killed everyone in the market. Hepzamyra rises from her place and announces loudly, I want this bloodthirsty fighter to be my servant. From now on, he is my slave, and anyone insolent enough to object will face my wrath. Let's try to okay. I've got... Doing math. I've got a 75% chance of doing this. You know, if you outbid Hepzamyra for this gladiator, you'll wipe the smirk right off her arrogant face. Success! Valexia averts her gaze, but fails to hide her mischievous smile. What a positively delightful idea. I can't resist. Oh, what you do to me. You've discovered my weakness. Only moments ago, Hepzamyra commanded the attention of the entire audience as she boasted about her power. However, when Valexia rises from her seat, all eyes turn toward the succubus. I dare to challenge the claim of the most esteemed Hepzamyra. I am touched by this fighter's tenacity. He has found a way to my heart, and I wish to make him my bodyguard. If anyone dares to argue against my right to make such a claim, then they can say it to my face. The arena master glances cautiously at Hepzamyra, then he turns to Valexia and gives her a respectful nod. The crowd erupts into jeers and shouts, clearly enjoying the public humiliation of Baphomet's daughter. Hepzamira bellows and utters wild curses, and the sounds of her wrath shake the arena. But Valexia ignores her threats with a look of magnificent disdain and gives you a sly smile. That was so exciting. I enjoyed our time together here at the arena. However, I cannot resist the urge to appear with you somewhere in high society. I'm sure you wouldn't say no to attending a private reception with me at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. Shamira has prepared something special for her guests, and I would very much like you to experience it with me. I shall wait for you at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. You really must come. I simply won't take no for an answer. Chat, first date, a place where people fight to the death. Second place, a harem. Valexia suddenly pauses as she's about to leave. She turns toward you with a look of gentle reproach. Oh, you should have reminded me. I nearly forgot. After such a wonderful time together, you must become a regular guest, I insist. Please accept this little gift as a reminder that the doors of my manor are always open to you. This coin is a key to the Teleportation Arch located in the upper city. I would not normally give something like this out to my ordinary guests, but there's nothing ordinary about you, is there? Romance in D&D. Oh yeah, there are romance options in this game. Alright, so date is finished. I wonder now if we can fight in the Colosseum. Oh, we just got pulled in. A handsome young man with tousled black hair strolls casually towards the demon surgeon. Oh, master of stitches, artist of the scalpel, and genius of surgical profession, tell me, is your heart free? The young man has a glove puppet on his hand. What? A puppet? A dragon made of rags with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize loudly. His voice is surprisingly deep. Also, do you have an hour of free time tonight? How about a romantic dinner? Observe silently. Arena healer. No, I would not say that my heart is free. Right now it contains 3 copper rods, 200 grams of enchanted quicksilver, and a fair dose of Lamaya liver extract. He pauses and gives the young man an appraising glance. But I could give you an hour or 2 of my time for something other than dinner. Has anyone ever told you that you have beautiful, smooth skin? I happen to be in need of some. Whoa, yo, date nights in the abyss? You never see it coming, chat. No one sees it coming. The young man deftly steps aside to avoid the demon's outstretched claws. He jots something down in his notebook. This is the second time we've seen this guy with the puppet, and it's been weird every time. This guy has a name, Zeklex. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag, and every once in a while it moves and twitches as if something is inside. Isn't Muck's character a goblin? No, I'm a Azamar, which is someone who is like, you're like human, but way up your family tree, somebody banged an angel. Like, that's what it is. Someone had a really high charisma score, probably a bard, and they got lucky with an angel. And so you've got like some angel blood in your system. And yeah, so you got like, you're a very pretty man, and you got some like golden eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a celestial druid that's becoming a lich. But honestly, they are, so I'm a humanoid with strong racial skills. Okay. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful, carrying a large bag. Every once in a while it moves and twitches as if something is inside. Welcome to the Battle Bliss Arena. My name is Zeklex. I'm the arena steward. Mangaleth is the master of the arena, but I help him manage its affairs. You look like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fights or to participate in them? The tiefling has a surprisingly open and honest face. After all these demons, he looks strangely normal. The tiefling looks you up and down with the calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. You strike me as an unusual fighter. You positively reek of Galarian, all its green forests of plants that don't try to eat you, or the land hasn't soaked in poison. Many demons think anyone living in such a mild environment must be soft, but I know how wrong they are. You should step into the arena, if only to dispel some preconceptions and gain some fame. Mangaleth. I remember a demon called Mangaleth. He was a vile, cunning murderer. He had a way with words that was just as deadly as his skill in battle. There's a rustling sound within the tiefling's bag, and an imp peeks his head out to look at you. He has large drooping ears and stares at you with huge unblinking eyes. Then, as if suddenly shy, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from sight. I'd like to know more about Battle Bliss. What would you like to know? The arena's operations are simple. It functions like a pyramid. The spectators are at the lowest level. Regular gladiators are on the next tier, followed by the members of the Nehendrian League. The champion towers above them all, and the master of the arena stands on his shoulders like an omnipotent god. Who's the strongest fighter? The champion's title is currently held by an incubus named Gelderfang. He's the deadliest of Mangaleth's fighters and serves as his bodyguard. He is a true artist of death and destruction. Of course, there are other fighters in the Abyss who are more dangerous, but no one can kill like he does. He makes every death exquisite and prolongs the agony and suffering of his opponents. He can transform any fight into a spectacular show. He turns combat into a performance and knows how to create a dramatic spectacle out of the most mundane match. There are only two things Gelderfang wants in life, pleasure and murder. They are his obsession, and he feeds that obsession every time he steps into the arena. After all, everyone in Illusionra knows his name. The audience yells it at the top of their lungs every time he kills one of his rivals. Hello, Season! What's the Nehendrian League? It's an odd name, I admit, but it's in keeping with the latest trend. Nehendrian is a very popular word in Illusionra these days. The Nehendrian League is led by the arena's current champion, Gelderfang, and only the very best gladiators can become members. The fighters of the league belong to Ermangaleth, but not all of them are demons. Illusionra serves as a crossroads between multiple worlds, and fighters come from many different planes to perform in the arena. I've heard of Nehendrian crystals. Do you get them if you're a member of the league? He gives you a faint smile. They'd like you to believe that, but no. The members of the Nehendrian League are no different than the Nehendrian booze vendor in the tavern or the Nehendrian whip supplier at the flesh markets. None of them actually have access to the crystals. I like that this guy is upfront about that. I've heard that Nehendrian crystals contain immense power. Gelderfang would love to have one, and there are rumors that Ermangaleth promised him a crystal in exchange for his services as a bodyguard. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me to find out Ermangaleth was lying. I'm not sure he even knows how to get his hands on one. Alright, I understand. I want all of Illusionra to know my name. I want to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. There's no option to just start at the bottom and work your way up. The tiefling falls silent. He looks at you, though he's calculating something in his head. Finally, he responds, "If that is truly your goal, you will have to defeat the current champion. If you kill Gelderfang, your name will be on everyone's lips, but you'll have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion." That's what I thought. A fight with Gelderfang is a big deal here in Illusionra, and only members of the Nehendrian League, the elite gladiators of the Battle Bliss, are considered worthy opponents. Killing others to entertain spectators. These creatures of the Abyss sow death and destruction in such a careless, casual manner. Sela grimaces. I know that our mission is important, and I know we can't allow ourselves to get distracted by feelings and emotions, but smashing skulls and eviscerating bodies just to entertain these evil creatures, Iomade, it makes me sick just to think about it. Sela, we're going to be beating up demons. Just think of it that way. But it is extremely difficult to join the league. You have to slay an active member and take their place. So if you wish to fight the champion, you have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you would like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you could prove yourself in battle, I will be able to find you a match against a more reputable opponent. Alright, I'll fight him. I'm glad we've reached an understanding. I'm ready to go. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, Ermangaleth has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. He wants to introduce a promising new fighter into the arena. I think you could play the part perfectly. Ermangaleth may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Nehendrian League. However, if you do become a candidate for membership, be careful. You'll likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Okay, let's go. I wish you luck. If you die and greet death with a sweet kiss, better still slay all of your opponents to return alive victorious. So, chat, I don't know if I'm alone or with my whole party. Looking like whole party. This fighter is a nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, you'll all worship the ground he walks on. Today we have the dubious honor of welcoming to the arena Mukluk of Galarian. Let's see what moniker he earns for himself if he lives that long. And who will stand against him? Well, they may be small, but they are far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. An outsized amount of spite wrapped up in a tiny, ugly package is Smugwug's wild gang of mephits. I'll bite your nose off, you Galarian scum! I'm the wild and terrible Smugmug! Mukluk versus Smugmug? Oh my god, the flyers write themselves. We will soon know which of these titans will emerge victorious. Fighters commence battle.
Ready for anything.
Fighting for a righteous cause is certainly different from a simple massacre.
No
The
reason to
former
buzz.
is more bloody and performed with
I will resist.
I may have over-prepared. We have a winner! All hail our glorious fighter! He emerges triumphant in this dangerous, violent conflict. He decorated the arena with Mephit guts. Give it up for Mukluk the Mephit Slayer.